So let's take a look and just kind of see how we're looking with our overall setup and everything like that. See if this thing loaded. All right, let's go face on what works Kepka here. All right, so as we kind of see our movement patterns here a little bit. All right, so a few things that we want to kind of work on here, right? So I can kind of notice as we're swinging here, you probably have a lot more weight on your back side, your back foot right there as you're coming through, right? See how you're kind of falling back a little bit? Okay, that would probably be a little bit more conducive for a driver, but not for an iron. We want to kind of hit down on the driver. Okay. Now the other thing that we want to try to do here just a little bit, I can see that the grip, we've got our index finger on the shaft. We want to get rid of that so we can start to kind of hinge up the club a little bit. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you could kind of see here with Brooks here a little bit, and we'll just go to right here. Okay. This is where I'd like for us to kind of get today just a little bit, right, where we get the left arm parallel to the ground a little bit, and we get the shaft a little bit more up in the air, so we can get a little bit more zip on it.
All right.
Okay. Now the other thing we're going to kind of do here, just right, is the other thing is I want to get you into the impact bag so you feel what impact's supposed to feel like, right? So we want to try to get our hands moving more down a little bit, keeping our arms out in front of us a little bit, like you can see with Brooks over here. You can see that you're kind of falling back and the left elbow's kind of coming back on us just a little bit, okay? Okay, good. All right, so big thing is we'll start with our grip a little bit, okay? Then we'll kind of get ourselves into a position where we get our left arm parallel to the ground, okay? Get the shaft up, and then what we're going to do is we're going to hit the impact bag so we get a better sense of where the swing is. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Okay. Any questions right now of what you see?
Nope.
Okay, good, good. All right, so go ahead and set up for me, please.
What am I setting up?
Just right there. You like imagine there's a ball there.
All right.
Yes, ma'am. There we go. Good. So I'm going to just kind of move the hands around just a little bit. So I'm going to take this guy. We'll take this guy off. And then I'm going to get this pad over top.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
Right? Yeah. There we go. And then we'll bring this guy on in. Much better. Okay, so now we'll just kind of loosen up on the, yeah, there we go. Good. We'll move this guy on over. Yeah, it's okay. That's okay. Right, but now we've got our left hand in a much better position, right hand in a good position here. We got that index finger off the shaft. Okay. Now what we want to kind of do is we kind of move through here a little bit. So we're going to get our left arm parallel to the ground. We're going to try to keep our lateral side bend, so we don't want to kind of stand up. We want to try to feel like we're turning just a little bit. So set up for me again. All right, so we're going to kind of feel like we're standing. Go ahead. Good. Good. So feel like you're standing just a little bit taller. There you go. Good. This is going to be easier for you to turn now. So as we go. Good. Now left arm parallel to the ground. Now we have a little bit of some wrist hinge here. Okay. So we can go through. So if I said, hey, we're going to go chop some wood, right? This is kind of more the position that you get in if we're going to chop wood, right? Just like that, right? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay. Is that you? You need to take that?
No, I need a break.
I get you. I understand.
My neighbor had triple bypass surgery, so I'm helping them do their grocery shopping and running around.
Oh. Good. So we're going to work on getting that left arm parallel, getting a little bit of some wrist hinge here.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're going to put the impact back here, and I'm going to kind of send you on through here just a little bit so you get a feel. Boom. And let that right side kind of turn through just a little bit. There you go. Okay. So that's more what we're trying to go for today a little bit. Okay. But big thing is, let's kind of put this in your hand just for a sec for me. Okay, I'm going to take that. This is going to be that little mold that we have for our hands. Okay, and I'm going to just kind of get you in here. So here are my fingers. All right, I'm going to have that just a little bit on top. There you go. There you go. Much better. Okay. So you can see that mold kind of helps us where our hands need to be just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So we definitely want to have the feeling like the left hand's a little bit more on top, like a motorcycler. Vroom, 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 right? And this guy's going to be kind of just slightly underneath, but right there, okay? We don't want to get him too much on top, and we don't want to get him under, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so now the hands are kind of matching each other right there, which is really good, okay? Thumb just off the side and index finger isn't on the shaft, okay? That's a big thing for us, okay? Now as we kind of move through here, I know it's a heavy club, but we'll kind of move through here just a little bit, and then getting our left arm parallel to the ground, and then creating a slight hinge as we do this. Okay? And then as we swing through, right, feel that momentum taking us, and let your right side kind of turn through. So I kind of move your foot here just a little bit. There you go. Good, good. That way you can get a full turn right there, and we don't hurt our hip or anything like that, or lower back.
Okay.
Okay? Very good. So let's try that grip again. Okay? Good. Left hand on top. There you go. There you go. Good. You'll have just a little slight cupping in that left wrist right there. Good. Okay? All right. Now see if you can swing it up to left arm parallel to the ground. There you go. Just a little hinge. That's good.
All right.
That's good. All right. Now just give me a swing on down and through for me. Yeah. Right. You can really feel that momentum with that heavy club for us, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One more time.
Even more, huh?
Yeah, just a little bit. Kind of more straight up and down, creating like an L. If you could see that.
Okay.
Okay. And then really what we want to kind of do is if I kind of took you this way, we want to make like an L over on this side.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay. Give me a couple swings like that. Kind of get used to that grip, and then we'll get the, yeah, good. Very good. Okay, great. Down and through. Right? You feel how your momentum's got to go forward?
Yeah.
You're so used to having your weight on that back foot. Good. Very good. Good. All right. Left hand on top. Make sure that left hand feels like it's on top. It's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable to begin with. Yeah, there you go. Getting easier, I can tell.
Put way too much thought into it.
Yeah. Right. One more time for me, and then we're going to grab the regular club here.
Oh,
That's okay. That's okay. It's heavy. That's to be expected. All right. We'll put this guy away for just a minute. Okay. Left hand on top, right? There we go. Thumb just on the side. So you want to get that thumb just on the side. So this guy. There we go. Right. All right. That's right. Piggy in a blanket. Remember that?
Yeah.
Right. There we go. Okay. So let's just create our first L and then come through and create our second L. Good. Yes. Much better. Yeah, there you go. Starting to get easier. Good. There you go.
All right.
Okay, good. There you go. You hear how you get that little swoosh at the bottom and everything? Good job. Good. Okay. Now I'm just going to kind of put you in an impact position here. Okay, so you kind of feel that just a little bit, and then we're going to try to put all these moves together a little bit and hit some iron. Sound good?
All right.
So go ahead and set up to the bag right there for me, please. Okay, good. I'm going to take this guy. Yep. That's going to be our big fight for today. I can tell. That's fine. Right, good. So I'm just going to kind of move you around here and get you into an impact position here. So it's going to be like this, hands forward. All right, we're going to turn our hips just a little bit as we come through. Yeah, you kind of feel what we're kind of doing there, right? You feel how your weight's going forward into your swing now, right? Not going back, okay? That's important when we're hitting an iron because we want to make sure that we're hitting it down, we're striking that ball first, and then getting that divot ahead, okay? So what I want you to kind of do is just make some small L's to the back and then hit the bag for me, okay? Yeah, there you go, once again. Good. One more time. Okay. Try to get your left hand a little bit more on top. It'll be easier for you to control the club. Feel it more in the fingers. Okay, we want to feel it. Here we go. Out of the palm and into the fingers. There we go. Here we go. That's okay. All right, give me a swing. Yeah, much better. One more time. Okay, good. Once again. Left hand on top. Feel it in the fingers. There we go. Good, good. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So, get a good sense of what impact is there a little bit, that the weight needs to kind of go forward as we're going through, not kind of feel like we're falling back and flicking at the ball a little bit, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we're going to do for these next couple shots is we're just going to kind of hit off a small tee, get a feel for the swing, the L's to L's, okay? And then once we feel like we're doing well there, we'll take the tee away, okay?
All right.
We'll start off with the biggest tee, because we were just wearing. Okay, so let's just create some L to L's, right? Work, focus on your grip, right? Feel it in the, good. Left hand in the fingers, good job.
All right.
Yeah. Very good.
I didn't go all the way up.
That's okay. That is much better than where we started at, so good work. Good work. Okay, here, I'm gonna move this back just a little bit for you. There you go, okay? So let's go through the same thing, left hand in the fingers. Good, right? And let's create an L to L for me, please. Good work. Much better. Much better. Okay. Left hand on top. Good. Get that left hand on top for me. Feel it in the fingers. Out of the palm. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
Ah.
There we go. There you go. Good. It's just going to take some time.
Yeah.
Right? Muscle memory. It's okay. Good swing. Good motion. Hey, good swing right there. Look at that. Boom.
There you go.
Absolutely. Good work right there. Good work. Okay. Let's do that again, okay? I think we're getting a good feel for it, right? Left hand on top. Okay, right? Feel it in the fingers, that left hand. There you go. There you go. Good. L to L. Good job. Look at that. Okay. How you feeling?
Hands are a little awkward, but I know that comes with time.
Yes, that's the big thing. If we can get over that hurdle, I think there's a lot of good stuff. It just takes time, right? Getting that left hand feeling like it's on top and in the fingers, right? Because we're probably used to so many sports where we have it in the palm, right? Good work. So let's take a look at this motion overall, okay, from where we started. Much longer swing, good job, okay. Much better finish too, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I should not be looking up here.
No, when we get to the real swing, yes. But right now, we're just trying to learn a movement pattern, so that's to be expected, right? We're trying to figure out that's, when I look at juniors and kids and stuff like that, that's what they kind of do. They're trying to get a sense of where that club needs to be, and the more and more we practice it, the less and less that's going to be an issue right now. We're just trying to figure out where that motor pattern is and everything like that. So, but overall, much more improved. Okay. Good job getting the weight to move forward. Really good stuff right there. Okay. All right, here we go. Do that a few more times for me. Get used to that feeling, okay? Feel how you kind of hit behind the ball a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. Just having a sense of awareness, right? You don't need to swing so hard, just kind of L to L, get in motion. Okay. Now the other thing I'm going to kind of do here to you just a little bit is we're going to move it up in our setup just a little bit. So I want you to kind of go ahead, set up for me. Good. All right, and you're going to move this way. There you go, good. Good, okay. Feel like you're standing a little bit taller, give yourself some room with your hands.
All right.
There you go. L to L for me. Much better. See how we got a little bit more loft there?
Yeah.
Okay, so we don't want to play the ball back of center, okay? So we want to play it up of center, okay? Center of our stance. Big thing is for the irons, at least for us today, is making sure that we're getting some kind of air. I know we're on a tee, but trying to get a little bit of a motion, get a feel for that. Good. Ooh, all right. Okay. Let you kind of groove on that for a few minutes here. Right. Really just getting used to that grip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Feeling the fingers, right? Left hand on top. Good. Okay. If golf was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? All right, there you go. Make sure that we play it up of center. Okay. All right, so. Good loft right there. Good job.
My finger wanted to sneak up there again.
Mm-hmm. Good. I'm going to try this with you real quick. So go ahead and set up for me, please.
Okay.
Good. So I'm going to kind of hold your head right here just a little bit.
So to not look.
To kind of get away from that fear of where the club is, right? Start to get a feel. You're good. Good. Okay. I know that's nervy, right? That's very nervy.
It's weird.
Right? Yeah. But just trying to get you used to it a little bit, okay?
All right.
Let's see if you can kind of feel it on your own a little bit. Yep. Good work right there.
But I should be following through and looking that way.
Well, the big thing for that swing was making sure we didn't look back. Okay. But good work right there, okay? Good. Feel that left hand on top, right? Feel it in the fingers of our left hand. One more time, and I'll kind of work with your feels here just a little bit. Good. Good. Right there.
Okay.
And then driving it down and through, and then making sure we get that right foot to kind of turn just a little bit. There you go. Yep, yep, yep. And try to feel like you got your arms extended as far out. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Maintaining that radius with our swing. Does that sound good? All right. Good swing. Good work. Good job. Good follow through there. Making sure that weight's transferring. Good job. Go better. I like how you're keeping that structure out in front of you. Good
Yeah,
job.
This arm still is tucked.
As we come through, it will tuck. It will come underneath here. We don't want it to do this as we're coming through, okay? But we want to feel like we're kind of swinging that club as we kind of come through. So you've bowled before, right?
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of that, you know, if I go like this, the left side's going to kind of relax as the right side's extending through. Does that make sense? Good swing. Good job. Much better motion right there. Lift it up just a little early, that's all. Okay, but good work. All right. Left hand on top, L to L. Here we go. Nice swing right there. Good swing right there.
I like that sound.
You like that sound? Good. That's good to hear. All right. All right, left hand on top. L to L for me, please. All right, let's take a look at this person here now. Good job of not looking at the club. Good work. That takes time. Okay? All right, good job of creating that L on the other side. And the big thing is that we're getting that, look how we're sitting on that toe right there. I like that, okay? That tells us that we're moving all the way through. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Good work right there. Any questions of what you see right there? Anything I could help you with?
No,
Okay.
I just need to get out more.
Yeah, just find some time to
Yeah.
practice and kind of work on it, but,
I
you
mean, the
know.
golf course is his backyard.
Let's keep on going. All right. Big thing is making sure that we focus on that grip, keeping that left hand on top, feel it in the fingers. All right. That way we can control the club. Do you live? You've got a boyfriend, right? Or?
Yeah, he lives on Silver Oaks.
Oh, unfortunately, there's not. I don't know what they've got maintained there or not.
They keep mowing it.
Do they?
Yeah,
You see golfers out there at all?
once in a while, not like, you know, good. He was out there last weekend.
Okay. Picking it up just a little early. Feel like you're kind of driving it down through for me, okay? There you go. Good job. Right? Much better. Much, much better. Do about 4 more here. And then we'll let you kind of switch over to the driver, or if you want to keep with us, you just let me know.
I'll try the driver. I've never really done that.
Okay, great, great. We'll work on the driver for a little bit. Feel how you kind of lift it up?
I gotta remember, try to push.
Right, we want to feel like we're hitting. If it's on the ground, hit it down. There you go. If I kind of said, hey, here's a little T right here.
Yeah,
I want you to feel like you're getting that. Right, there you go, right? Good. There you go. Right. Much better. One more here, and then we'll jump on over to the driver. Sound good?
Sure.
All right. Oh, redo. Mulligan. Mulligan. Here we go. L to L. Left hand on top for me, please. Thank you.
Yeah, I think when I'm practicing, I have to have the other thing there.
Okay, as a visual, right? Okay. So set up for me, and we'll kind of go over what we kind of talked about here just a little bit before we jump on over to the big dog.
Fingertips.
Yes, yes, I like that so much better. Okay. Now I would like to kind of, if you kind of look down, I'd like for you to see one knuckle. Right? Yeah, that's going to give us a little bit stronger grip. I'm going to kind of move that just a little bit for us, right? Good. Let me see this thumb real quick. Yep, yep. Wrap that piggy in a blanket for me. Very good. Okay. That's going to be the big fight that we have.
Yeah.
Okay. We just got to kind of work on that quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you can get yourself like a grip minder or something like that from Amazon and just kind of get your hands in that mold,
Okay.
it's going to be a lot easier for us when we start to come to the club a little bit. But that's what I would kind of start with right there. Okay. Now, as far as the swing goes, okay, you can give me a little bit wider stance, just a smidge, a little less. There you go. Good. Now remember, we want to play the ball with the 9-iron probably in the middle of our stance, or just forward of middle.
Okay.
Right, just forward and middle. But as the irons start to progress more strong, we want to have that up just a little bit. Okay. Now, one thing that we're going to have, right, is this would be like the center line. We're never going to play anything back behind that. Okay, unless it's a specialty shot like a chip shot or something like that. But as far as like a full swing with an iron, we're going to keep it in the middle and forward. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that we kind of talked about here just a little bit, right, as we kind of come back, right. For right now, we just want to create that L where the left arm's parallel to the ground. This one's going up right here. This is as far as we need to go at this point right now.
Okay.
Okay. And then as we kind of come through, boom, 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 let that right side come through, and then create that L over here. Okay. As I like to say, I want to feel like I'm a samurai. Got my sword out in front of me, right?
All right.
So there you go. Okay.
All right.
Good. All right. Why don't we grab the driver real quick, and I will.
Like this one.
It's the big one right here.
The
So it's this guy right here.
Dang.
The number 1. Okay.
Sure is light.
Yeah. Well, then we want to move that fast. So if you stand right over here, I'm going to kind of talk about a little bit of some properties with the driver. Okay. So with the driver, we're going to have that just inside of our left heel, right up
Okay.
here. Okay. Now the other thing is that since it's such a long club, we're going to be reaching just a little bit with the driver. Okay, and we want to make sure that we're standing tall. Okay. Now the other thing is that we want to have our sternum ever so tilted slightly away from the target. Okay. That's going to promote an upward strike as we come through. Okay. Now remember, it's a few different things, right? 1, it's the longest club in the bag. 2, it's the only club that we put a T underneath it to hit out there on the course, right? And 3, it's got the flattest, the straightest face and longest
And
shots.
it's your starting shot usually, right?
What's that?
That's your first one you start with.
Correct. Usually on par
Usually.
4s and par 5s, it's going to be usually your starting club to kind of go through, unless it's, you know, a long par 3 or something like that. But yeah, the big idea about this is and I try to tell men this, it's not about how far we go, right? It's about getting ourselves in the fairway to get to the next shot, right? So that's the big thing, is that we do want to hit it as far as we possibly can, but we do want to try to make sure that we're hitting in the fairway or staying somewhere on the planet. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. So, with that being said, any questions?
Not right yet.
Okay. So remember, the grip's going to be about the same. Okay. We're going to be keeping that nice strong grip. Okay. Left hand on top. All right. Now let's grab a few tees here. There we go. That looks good. That guy's not so good. That's okay.
And then that's big.
Yeah. So, and just like the regular, like the other swing, okay, we're only going to go left arm parallel to the ground and create that L, okay? Now you do want to have probably a little bit wider stance, which would be shoulder width apart. There you go, good. And then have that right foot drop back. Look real good right there. I like that. Okay.
A little.
Yeah. So when I say drop back, you see how your right toe's back behind your left toe here?
Mhm.
That's good. Okay. And I'm going to kind of just move your shoulders here just a little bit. There you go. Good.
No, not by the ball.
That's it. So here we go. So you're okay there because we want to make sure that we hit it on the upswing. So it may feel like you're a little bit behind it. So
Yeah.
go ahead and set up again for me. Good. Yeah. There you go. Very good.
Okay. So same as the other.
Yeah. We're just going to go L to L.
Yeah, that's a little different.
Yeah. Takes a little time, right? There you go. Okay, good. So give me a little wider stance now. There you go, good. All right, and you're going to kind of give yourself, you can kind of back up this way just a little bit. There you go, good. And give yourself a little bit of a reach so you can come back just a little bit. There you go, good. Okay, see how we got a little bit of a reach?
Okay.
All right, just give that a nice smooth swing for me, please.
L to L?
L
Or
to
just-
L, yes
okay.
ma'am. Good. Good. Okay, does that kind of make sense a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so what I kind of do for a start, and maybe this will work for you, is I would put my feet together in line with the ball. Right? And then I'm just going to move my left foot slightly open.
Okay. So
Right.
left foot slightly open.
Here, I'll jump in there and show you real quick. That way you guys see it. So you stand right over here for me. So I would go just like this, feet together. Okay, small step left foot, bigger step right foot. And now I'm in a pretty good position to hit up on that ball.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Roughly that.
Yeah. There you go. We're gonna, so,
Too far back?
yeah, too far back, but you can give yourself a little bit wider stance. There you go, good. Very good.
All right, now we need grip.
Mm-hmm. Good job. Okay. You feel like you're swinging up to the gods. Good job.
On average, what is the yard you're supposed to get with this?
You know, I mean, I wouldn't say there's an average right now, but you got 109 yards out of that, which is pretty good for a beginner.
Okay.
Okay. So you went down a football field. Let's put it that way.
Now I know that reference. I
Right?
went to the
So, I
Metallica
mean, we
concerts.
went down one football field right there, right?
I had never been to a football field before until Metallica.
Oh, okay. How was the concert? Good?
Amazing.
I saw everybody was there, all my buddies. There you go, good. So everything comes to square.
Back further.
And square for shoulders, good. There you go. Okay, give me a swing. L to L. Okay. Right. Go through your process, right? Feet together, good. All right. Just kind of get that right there. There we go. Okay.
Should I go back further? Because it doesn't feel like I'm reaching as far as I should.
Yeah, you could, I mean, you gotta feel comfortable, right? Good, I like that. Okay, I don't know what we did there. Go again. Feet together, right in line with the ball. Okay, hold on one sec. One sec, so I'm gonna kind of do this for you. So back up just a sec. All right, so we're gonna get our feet together on this line. There you go, okay? Now just give me a small step with your left foot. Good. Now give me a bigger step with your right. Maybe not so far. There you go, good, 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 okay? See where we're at there for reference points? Good. L to L. Good. Got 95 yards out of that. You almost ran it all the way back. Okay? Good job.
Something so simple makes it a lot easier.
Right? It just gives you good visuals, right? To where we need to have our body. Good. 100 yards. Good work. There you go. Good swing right there. 114 yards. Good job. Okay? Good. You're doing great. Any questions so far?
No, I just need to practice.
That's okay. That's what we're here for, right? Let's keep it going. Doing great. All right, feet on that line. Here we go. Feel that in your fingers with your left hand. There you go. Good.
Yeah.
That's all right. No problem. No problem. We can fix that. Okay, there we go. Give you just feel like that toe's just a little bit open. There you go. Good. Good. Great swing. Good job. Good job. All right. That's a very playable ball from the ladies' tees at most courses. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Which is really good. That's what we're going for. Good job. There we go. All right. Making sure that left hand's on top. Gotta remember, Rome wasn't built in a day, right?
Yeah, I know.
Takes some
It's
time.
hard to remember that sometimes.
Yeah. Right. It's a game for a lifetime, so. Good. And you know, this is the thing, is that this is a ball that went 100 yards, okay? We can find it out in the middle of the fairway and we can play it again, okay? So most ladies, you know, from the par fours, you're probably gonna have maybe 100, maybe 120 in, something like that. So, you know, this puts us on a good starting point with the club,
Okay.
right? With the driving, right? If I saw it kind of dribbling down here or going out over here, then we'd have some bigger issues. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Right? But the big thing is, as I said before, is just let's get the ball down the fairway as far as we can possibly, right? Not trying to overswing or anything like that. But then we've got another shot to play again.
It's a good playable shot. It's
Correct.
not in the sand.
Absolutely. It's not in the sand. It's not in the water. It's not
a
in.
win.
Correct. Right? And you know, as time goes on, the more time that you have to practice, these distances will start to you know, go up quite a bit. But right now, remember, we're at the single diamond, not the triple diamond.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So good work. Okay. Good work. My big thing for us is just getting out, playing a little bit, working on our game a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, good work. Okay, left hand, right? Feel up no fingers there. Good. Up in our stance and swing up to the guts. Good. Good. Right, feel the fingers. Okay. Move you around just a little bit here. So we can get our hands just a little bit back. Good. Okay. Now give me a smile, please. There you go. Got to move left a little bit there. Good. That's okay. For me, please. A little bit behind it, right?
Yeah.
Did you feel that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and set up for me, please. I'm going to kind of move you around just a little bit, okay? Set up. Good. Yeah, I feel like you got a little reach. And just kind of square up your shoulders. Just there you go. Very good. Okay. And go ahead and give me a swing for me, please. It's okay. Feeling our fingers. Very good. Good. Very good. 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 L to L for me, please. Good job. Hand on top. Good. Any questions right now? Anything I can answer for you?
Not right now.
Okay. How's it feeling for you? Talk to me.
It feels alien, but I need to practice.
Okay. Right. If it don't feel strange, we're not making that change, right?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Like that new job we started. I'm sure everything's going to be quite different for us, right?
Oh yeah.
But with enough time and practice, it'll be like riding a bike. more on top for me. There you go. Hands back just a bit. You're good. So, I mean, hands back.
Back on the club.
No, you're good. Take your grip the way that we had it. So left hand a little bit on top. Good. Bring this guy on in for me. Right, and I just want to see this guy. Back just a little bit. Yeah, there you go. We don't want to get the shaft too far forward.
Okay.
Okay? We want to try to make sure that we're hitting it up. It's okay. So does he ever take you on out there on the course or anything?
We need to do. I'm in the middle of moving, and the grandkids moved down. It's just
Oh, man.
life is just hectic right now.
Where they moved down from? Wisconsin?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How many grandkids do you have?
2 down here, 1 up north.
All right. They look are swinging up. I mean, be easy on yourself. We're at 73 swings right now.
All right.
Okay, so we could be getting a little tired for something that we don't do all the time. Does that make sense?
Oh, totally. From shooting bow.
Yeah.
You rid the first 20, and then after that.
So how many kids do you have?
3.
3? Make sure that left hand's on top. Very good. Feel it in the fingers. Good. All right, playing the ball up in our setup. Feel like our sternum is ever so tilted slightly away from the target. Okay? Making sure we're swinging up on it. Okay, good. Better. Got towards our target line better. Good job. Back to our 100 yards. I like that. Okay, very playable. Okay. Left hand on top. L to L, please. We starting to get a little tired?
It's getting there.
Okay, I can see that one wasn't as quick as when we first started, so that's all. All right, give me a couple more here and we'll kind of talk about what we need to work on a little bit.
All right.
Okay. Good. Good job. Two more for me, and then we're going to kind of review over the irons and then come back and review over the wood,
All
okay?
right.
Good job, 107 down the middle. Here we go, hold yellow. Final ball. And we'll review over everything we need Getting a little tired, huh? All right.
I don't know what's going on. Probably.
That's okay. I mean, we're at 80 swings right now. That's a lot of swings for a beginner, right? So that's good stuff right there. Good work right there. Now let's kind of come back on over here. I'll let you kind of put that club away real quick. And we'll grab an iron. All right. Big thing is, and I'll let you kind of stand right there and I'll stand right over here for us, right? Big thing is making sure that we get that left hand, you know, making sure that we feel the club in the fingers, okay, and not in the palm. I know there's a lot of sports that we play where the palm plays a, you know, significant role, but in the game of golf, we want to have that more in the fingers so we can allow this wrist to kind of move and rotate a little bit easier. Once it kind of gets in the palm, it kind of gets a little funky, okay? So remember, we want to have that in the fingers. Thumb's going to be on the side of the shaft, just slightly, okay, not dead over, okay? And then we're going to have our right hand as we come on in here. And then we get that thumb just off the shaft just a little bit. And it's kind of like if I was fishing, you know, kind of that feeling right there. But the big thing is, from what we saw, you had that index finger on there just like that, right? So that's really tough if I want to do that to get a hinge, because that's going to prevent it, right? So let that finger be off just a bit, okay? Now what else we kind of talked about here with that is that for right now, what we want to kind of do is we just want to swing where the left arm is parallel to the ground, okay? Creating this L right here, okay? And then making sure that as we swing through here, we're creating an L on the other side, this side, and allowing our foot to rotate and come through, our knee going down the target line and finishing more on our toe here a little bit, okay? That's going to help with our lower back and making sure that we're driving the ball down and through as we go through. Now remember, with irons, right, we probably want to practice with a ball right here and a little object right here, okay, as a visual, right? Okay, making sure that we're hitting the ball first and then getting that little divot or whatever it is in front, okay? That's going to help us get that ball to where it needs to be, okay? Now also remember, with the irons, okay, we're going to play it anywhere from middle of our stance with about a pitching wedge to 8 iron, and from there it starts to progressively go forward, okay? So now all the way up to when we start to get to the driver, it's up towards the left heel, right? Does that make sense? Okay. Now, with the driver, okay. Any questions on the iron?
No.
Okay. Now with the driver, okay. Same thing with the grip. We still want to feel it in the fingers, okay. Right. We still want to feel it in our left hand in the fingers, right? Good. Good. Now a few things with the driver. Remember, we are going to have a little bit wider stance to accommodate for the length of the club. Okay. It's going to be playing more up in our setup. Okay. We're going to have our sternum ever so slightly away from the target, right? Or the shoulders are going to be kind of more of an incline where it's like this, not like that, okay? So, and then what we really want to try to do is we want to try to feel like we're hitting behind the ball and up, okay? So we want our low point's going to be behind it as we swing up on it. So that's going to help give it that loft that we're looking for, okay? Now a good visual aid for you, I thought, was having this little alignment rod here. So we kind of, you let me kind of jump in there real quick, right? So if you stand right over there, right? I really like the idea, and I watch the ladies on the LPGA do this all the time. I think they do a great job of setting up. But you always see them get their feet together in line with the ball, and then this foot kind of just turns out a little bit for them most of the time, and then they kind of get this back just a little bit. So we do want to have our right toe back behind our left toe, but we don't want to have it significantly like this. Okay, so just a little, maybe a ½ inch or an inch or something like that, whatever feels comfortable for you. Now the stance is going to be about shoulder width apart, or maybe just a little outside of that, maybe just a little bit inside of that. Now that's going to depend on what you kind of feel, right? How you can kind of turn and move, right? So kind of play with that just a little bit, okay? But as we kind of go, right, I want to feel like I've got my left shoulder kind of closed off to the target line. I don't want to get like this, because then I'm going to start hitting over the top, okay? And then the big thing is just making sure that I kind of stay behind the ball a little bit and feel like I'm launching it up or swinging up towards the gods, okay? And remember, for what we're trying to go for right now, if we can hit it anywhere from 95 to 114, what I saw, that's a really good drive for where we're at right now, okay? Once we're playing, you know, we're going to be playing the up tees. That's going to significantly shorten up the hole for us a little bit. And then we can have some kind of iron or something like that to kind of plod our way through there, get onto the green, up close to the green, whatever it may be. You know, at this point right now, we're trying to play, you know, bogey or double bogey golf, which is fine. Okay, we make some pars, that's even better, right? We make birds, woo! You know, but right now it's just about trying to get the ball in the fairway, having a second shot available to us instead of out there in the sand or out there in the woods or anything like that. Just being able to get the ball in the fairway and keep playing.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Any questions?
Not right now.
Okay. Keep working on it. You know, I know life's kind of tough right now with all the stuff going on, but you know, try to find some time for yourself when you can, okay, and get out there and practice a little bit. Okay.
Sounds great. I just need to do it.
What company are you working for the loan office?
Just for processing right now. It's prime time processing.